What is up, 8% Club? Every single Friday, we talk about, I'm going to video you guys on the camera. You guys are always watching me. I'm going to video you today and throw you on our story. 8% Club, every Friday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. And today's a good one. Today, we're going to walk through the specific numbers. These specific numbers, and I mean down to a science, and I'm not saying, and I'm going to use realistic numbers that I personally know you can do right now, no matter how long you've been in the business. I'm going to walk through today how to make, I made another marker, guys, 152,000, sweet, look at that. We'll throw this one away, there goes that one. $152,256 per year. Who wants to make it? I can't see you watching the show, but dude, I want you to raise both hands for me because I know everybody else in the room is. I was like, dang, dude, who wants to make $152,256 in a calendar year? If that's you and you're like watching, you're like, dang, man, I would love to make 152K. You may want to pay attention. Dude, I did 117 in 8 months. At 19, with no experience, I couldn't even spell the word insurance. I was dumb. No sales experience. I got the Brian Tracy education of listening to all his audiobooks. I'm telling you what, this is extremely possible. I'm going to walk through what this takes, okay? What it takes to make $152,256 per year. It takes 25 leads per week, okay? If you don't have 25 leads a week, there's your first problem. You need 25 leads per week. We'll even get it to where our team hooks you up for no more than like $500 a week for leads. Who wouldn't spend $400 or $500 a week to make 152K? Like, you know, the ROI is good there. It makes perfect sense. So you need 25 leads a week. Out of those 25 leads, you need to set 12 appointments. You guys know my set, sit, sell system. You need to sit with 8 and you need to sell 4. The way that works is we're seeing about a 40 to 60% set ratio off of our leads, and they're only getting better. We've added a new feature that most people don't have no clue about. We added a brand new feature to where we actually, after they get to the page, they fill out the form in our online funnel. Then it takes them to a thank you page with the agent's name, email, phone, and the ability for the prospect, the lead, to call an agent immediately. We had an agent last night that sent us a testimonial, said, hey, I woke up to a voicemail from a prospect calling me. So this is not out of the question. I also set 4 out of 10 leads into appointments when I was in Jamaica, and I only called through once. If I didn't even get to 6 calls, I had decent speed. I didn't get even close to 6 calls, and obviously I had the skill. So I talked to 2, and I set 4. 40 to 60%. If you're fast, if you get through and you get to 6 calls, and if you have the skill and you learn what you're doing, you will end up at a 40 to 60% set ratio, which means that you'll end up right around 12 appointments every single week consistently. Okay? So set 12. Sit with 8 because some are going to change their mind, cancel, port you, go to the doctor, hide in the backyard, whatever. Okay? So you sit down with 8 people every single week. You physically sit down and ask 8 people to buy every single week. You follow along so far? After you sit with 8, you should end up selling about 4. That's a 50% close ratio. My personal close percentage is higher. However, I want to be very conservative. I don't want you guys to think that this is impossible. Some may say, you know what, Cody, if I sit with 8, I'm only going to sell 3. Well, is any of the 3 going to be a husband and a wife? Maybe you only end up with a 40% close ratio, but you have a double sell in one home and you end up selling 4 because you were 3 for 8, but you had a double and that added an extra one to get you to 4. So you sell 4, and I'm going to use extreme realistic numbers. Our average sell that I've seen right now, this isn't my personal average. My personal average is also higher. But what we're seeing across the board is $61 per month of premium. That's an average amount of what an agent goes and sells a final expense life insurance policy. They end up around $61 a month. That's what we're seeing on average. Okay, so if you do the math and you take 61 times 12, that's a $732 of AP. If you take that times the 4 cells, times 4, what do we get? $2,928 per week. $2,928. Pay attention to that number. And if you end up taking that number times 52 weeks and you're consistent, $2,928 times 52 weeks is what? $152,256 per year. But the reason agents, there's a couple big reasons why agents fail. They never hit this number. If you don't hit this number, you have no chance of hitting this number. And guess what? If you don't hit this number or this number, you have no chance of hitting this number. If you don't hit this number, or this number, you have no chance of hitting this number. You see the pattern? It all starts with leads. It all starts with people to talk to. It all starts with prospects. That's the only reason why we offer the best leads in the country, is simply because I realized the value and importance of working leads. I used to buy leads from every vendor you've ever bought leads from. I guarantee it. And I was tired of the overall quality of other leads. But not only was I tired of that, I didn't get scripts, I didn't get videos, I didn't get shows, I didn't get someone sending me what text to send to clients. I didn't have someone sending me what to email clients. I didn't have someone telling me, hey, here's when you need to call them and here's how many times you need to call them. I didn't have someone sending me a lead where someone could click call now and call me. I didn't have someone leave me a voicemail with interest. I didn't have someone knowing that I was calling. We make it so easy. It's never been easier in the history of the insurance business to make $152,256 per year than it is right now. That if you're not at 6 figures, that ought to be your target for 2019, and then you ought to follow these exact steps to get there. And if there's a problem along the way, let us know. We'll help you with the leads. We'll talk through it. We'll help you with the skill. We'll schedule a little session to where I can walk through the appointment setting ability. I called leads from Jamaica only to prove that leads work if you call them fast, if you get to 6 shots and 6 calls, and if you end up getting better and skilling up. I called leads live on camera in Jamaica to prove that I'm always going to be between a 40 and a 60% set ratio. And am I, I don't want to toot my own horn the whole show, but am I ridiculous on the phone? 100%. I'm as good as anyone you ever meet on the telephone, because I'm not afraid of picking the freaking thing up. More agents fail. Because I've always said, I'm actually starting to change my mind. I've always said insurance agents fail because they don't see enough prospects. If you go a little deeper than that, they don't see enough prospects because they either don't spend money to get to see prospects, or they don't pick up the telephone. Most agents are scared of the phone. 90% of agents, 95% of agents, a large amount, whatever the percentage is, are scared to pick up this stupid piece of small technology that someone is miles away from you on the other end of a freaking phone, and you're scared to pick it up. It's ridiculous. That's what's like. Everybody says, hey dude, I'm an entrepreneur, I've got all these dreams and goals, I want to be a millionaire, dude, I'm dedicated. I will do whatever it takes. But when the time comes to pick this freaking thing up, you don't. You want to succeed, pick it up. You want to make more money, pick it up more. You want to get better on the phone. Guess what? By picking it up more, you end up getting better. I finally feel like I'm actually halfway decent on the phone after tens of thousands and probably hundreds of thousands of freaking calls. It takes time. They always say 10,000 hours of mastery. I want you to master this thing and freaking put up $152,256 per year in 2019 to start. Some would say, Cody, that's too low of a target. 92% of agents fail. If you made $152,000, you wouldn't fail. You'd be making $12,500 a month. 92% of agents fail because they don't even make 40, 50K. I'm talking about 3, 4x in that number simply by investing in your business, believing in yourself, and following a system to get in front of people. If any of this is an issue in your business, let us know. Personally, let me know through Facebook, YouTube comments, Facebook comments, Messenger, Secure Agent Mentor messages, whatever. Email, text, call, snail mail, send a pigeon, I don't care. We're here to help you. And if you're not hitting that number right now, we can help. Our job, I had an agent send me a message earlier, say, hey Cody, you know what? Why do you do what you do? Like, what's the plan? What's the goal? Why? I said, because I've got several different insurance brands now because I want to be able to help as many insurance agents as humanly possible. He said, well, dude, what's the ultimate goal? The ultimate goal is to help as many people be successful in this business as I possibly can. And it starts with you right on the other end of the camera watching this right now thinking, I want to make 152K. And you're not. And I promise you, take your ability out of it. Take your confidence out of it. Take your experience out of it. Anyone can do that. But you got to start by having people to talk to and picking this freaking thing up. I'm here to help you. I'm jacked about making you better. And I want everyone that I know that's in this business or that's not in this business and wants to be in it to make $152,256 every single year or more. You say, Cody, I want to make $300K, bro. Guess what? 50 leads, set 24, sit 16, sell 8. It's rocket science. I mean, it's so freaking tough, right? Like, dude, I want to double that number. Well, double these numbers. You decide what you make. That's the crazy thing about this business. This is the only business in freaking history, the only industry to where I really feel like an agent can decide and pick a number they want to make and then actually lay out a plan to hit that number. Most people fail because they don't invest in their business. They don't have people to talk to, or they're buying crappy leads somewhere, or they're not setting 40 to 60% and they're blaming the lead when honestly, in reality, I look inward first. They're lazy. They won't pick up the phone, Duker, and man, they don't got what it takes. They say they'll do whatever it takes, but they won't. My job is to help you. My job is to teach you how to make 152K. I'm going to keep doing that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of every single week from now until, dude, I'm no longer here. Go make 152K. I believe in you, and I promise you, we're going to teach you at 8% Club how to be in the 8% every Friday at 2. My job's to help you. My job's to help you make 152K. I promise you can do it. Believe in yourself. Spend some money. Get good on the phone. And stop being lazy. You got this. I promise you got this. Guarantee it. I'm out. Have a good weekend. I'm going to Orlando. If you're in Orlando, hit me up. We'll say hello. Until Monday, hope you have a great weekend. Get ready to make 152K. And on Monday, come back at 2 o'clock for insurance agent training. Appreciate you guys.